good morning, good noon, and a lovely good evening from India. Welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And today we have an amazing guest from USA, none other than Jessica Ashe. Welcome, Jessica, to our show.
Thank you, Supriya. It's so nice to be here.
Well, we know everything about Jessica, that she is a global educator. She's working as a social activist, as an educator, as a global speaker. But still, we have a lot of interestedness to know about her in today's Global Talk Show. So let's take this journey on. And I'm super excited to host my guest, Jessica, today.
Thank you, Supriya.
Well, Jessica, we know about you, but still, my audience are really want to know about you. Who is Jessica and what is a lovely, incredible journey? So, journey from you.
Well, I started my career. In 1991, my first job was as a game show host in rural South Korea before it was developed. I was also teaching at universities and hospitals at that time. It had a profound effect on me and gave me a deep respect for people in developing nations, for their focus on education and their innate resilience and their natural ability to overcome things. I then went on to teach French at the University of Hawaii. So I was studying at the Sorbonne in France in the summers while I was finishing my master's degree in European languages there. Then I was a very engaged parent. So I did a lot of volunteering in every school for my children. So I taught art, if that was what was needed, or really whatever they needed, and went on to get a doctoral degree in European languages and literature. So I teach English to people from other countries, but I also do a lot more than that. I focus on personal leadership skills because, as we know, 19-year-olds may be adults, but biologically, they're not adults until they're 25. So that's a very crucial period for development. And I've designed a lot of curriculum materials to help teens go proactively and productively from age 19 to 25. So then I went on to get an MBA from Miami University Farmer School of Business. And now that's where I work. I'm an assistant director in social entrepreneurship at in the John W. Altman Institute for Entrepreneurship. And social entrepreneurship is basically, it's any kind of innovative and effective activity that strategically targets failures in our social system. And they're everywhere. So I have a lot of work to do.
Oh, yeah, great one. So this is really an incredible journey, Jessica, and it's really inspiring to many who are watching us live today and who will be watching this video later. Well, in this life journey, Jessica, I have one question. Like, everybody face some or others challenges, knockdown challenges. Even I had faced, everybody had faced. So in your life journey, have you ever faced such challenges which were really challenging in real meaning sense? So I would love to know, along with my global audience.
Yeah, Supriya, it's a very strong question at the heart of all of our ability to overcome. And so when I was a child, my mother died in my arms, and I've had two brothers die, and as since in my adulthood. And since it started, the first death was in my childhood, I started my journey of overcoming. And I think that all of us are dealing with challenges that we may not want to talk about, but it's really talking about them with people who can say, how can I help you with that? How can I help you move forward to a better place? Which is very different from the rhetoric and the nonsense of like, oh, that's so bad. Like, okay, it was bad, but how do me, the living, move forward productively? And, there's one other thing, and I'll tell you that's fairly common for women in anywhere, is that, just a few days ago, the president of an intellectual forum asked me some inappropriate questions, and I wasn't prepared, because you think, oh, this is an international intellectual platform. And I was just shocked. And I mean, this is how, if you want to call it sexism or objectification, or this is how it happens. It's not like someone gets up in front of you and says, hey, I really want you to know I'm sexist. And by the way, I really want you to know that I am not a good human. They don't say that, but they come out when they say these things and you're like, did that really just happen? And you wonder, if you're a younger woman, you may wonder if it's you, but it's not you. If you get that feeling inside of you, like this isn't right, it's your duty to be a boundary for any kind of bullying and say, nope, not answering that question, and I'm reporting you. And I'd love to lend that confidence in the ability for younger women, especially, to voice that without burying it, because otherwise it just sits there. So I just gave you a whole lot, Sabriya, to deal with. But take your shot, take your next shot.
Wow. This is really, really great, Jessica, when you said that losing your mother in such an early age. It was not an easy job. And I can imagine that without mother, how life could be for you, and how mesmerizing, you can say. The challenges were like, oh my gosh, they were stunning like anything. And as a young girl, how you fought with those. So really, I will hats off to you, Jessica, for your determination, for your perseverance. And I'm sure millions of women today, you're inspiring with your hard work and dedication and determination. That's what defines you, a strong woman today. And I'm so, so happy and so humble that today I'm hosting you, and even you are touching my life and my other global audience lives by giving a message. Keep moving on in spite of whatever happened. Even your personal problems may, stand like a monster, or your professional problems, but you have to keep moving on, and that's called life. So Jessica, I hats off to you for this challenges, and I really appreciate and respect you from the bottom core of my heart. This is really, really incredible. The way you fought, the way you are fighting, and the way what defines you, a strong woman. Great one. Loveliest one, I must say. Great one.
Well, thank you. I think one important point of that is
Yeah.
that we all have to go through it. We can't pretend that something bad didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be overly like kitschy, like, oh, everything's great. We all do have to go through it. And
Yeah.
if anybody is struggling out there, I'm happy to help. Just be an ear, really. It just takes empathy for all of us to help each other through these things, and we can overcome them.
And I will request my global audience over here, by pausing myself, if you need any of the help regarding your personal development, no need to worry, because we have a very good coach over here, Jessica. You can contact her in WhatsApp, or you can contact me. I am there to help you. Or on social media, you can find her and make your journey a transformed one, a better one, a successful one. So where there is a Jessica, there is no fear at all, and not at all. I will say this. Great one, Jessica. Well, moving to this lovely journey of ordinary to extraordinary, I must use this word. Jessica, you told me about your university, which I can see in your background, Miami University, and you're working over here. So please tell me something about your professional work. Enlighten us what you do actually, so that we can take the leverage of your professional work too.
Well, thanks for the question, Supriya. So I gave a definition of social entrepreneurship, but what that really means in real life is people in their locale, in places that are developing, or maybe not really developing, engaged in activities to help their community. And this isn't about somebody giving somebody money. It's not the donor mentality. The mentality is one of self-sustainability, and many orgs are moving this way. Well, I was really inspired by a group of wonderful researchers from Strathmore University in Kenya, because they were working with nuns to move them from the donor mentality to one of self-sustainability. And like, one nun owned a hotel, but her mental schema was such that she's not supposed to hire a marketing person and an accountant and be an employer. She's a nun. And we helped her understand that she has this amazing resource, and that if she could envision her hotel as a retreat from the chaotic world and providing a spiritual resting place for people, that maybe then she could, and there are examples of this all over the world, that then maybe she could understand it was okay for her to make money, that it's not like she's trying to get rich, but she needs to sustain her own enterprise. And helping people move from the donor mentality to one of self-sustainability is crucial. The other thing that I'm about to host in March 3rd through 5th, and we need mentors, you're welcome to join us, is Social Innovation Weekend, where students create sustainable solutions that they can implement. This year, the theme is climate change and its impact on our world. And while we do encourage people to go lobby in Congress and whatnot, that's not what this is about. Each person has the ability to make an impact where they are. It's a journey of, and a message of, you can do this. And it doesn't matter where you live or how much money you have. Each of us has the ability to make a positive impact where we live. So that's some of what I'm doing. And one other thing about that, Supriya, is in October, the university sent me to Bangladesh to be the keynote at a peace and justice conference, where I spoke on solutions to corruption at governmental, institutional, and individual levels.
Wow, this is really amazing. And Jessica, it's lovely to know about your work, your profession, and the way you are transforming people, the society, and in a way you are transforming a country. So it's really, really great. And I must salute you, respect your work, whatever you are doing, and I congratulate you. Many more success to you, Jessica, in your way. And whatever you're doing great, great job. And I don't have words for your versatility. So keep on rocking, keep shining. Yeah. And the conferences which you have told, definitely, I would love to join. And along with my audience, whosoever wants to join Jessica conference, kindly contact her and make your life the better one and the beautiful one. I must use this word too. Yeah.
I'll put the link in the chat when we're done.
Yeah, sure. I'll be posting on my timeline too. And let's transform everybody's life in a beautiful golden manner. Wow. Well, Jessica, we talked about your incredible journey, your life challenges, your work. And I want to ask one more question.
Sure.
Everybody's life, we have some turning point. Like, if this is my turning point of life, oh my gosh, yes, I was waiting for this aha moment of my life. So in your life, I want to know, were there any ahas moment or turning points which you said, oh, I was waiting for this? And I would love to know that.
I think that we all find them, even sometimes in hindsight.
Yeah.
But I can say that one of them is kind of cute. When my daughter was in middle school, my youngest, and I was walking her to school, and she happened to be wearing like butterfly pants and a butterfly shirt.
Wow.
And she looked at me and she said, "Mom, no more butterflies, and go find your own school." And I was like, what? So it was very cute, and it's not negative at all. That was just her declaring her independence, which is adorable. But that was when I went on to get my doctoral degree. And then my my dissertation was attacked after I graduated. So somebody anonymously was trying to take my career
Oh my God.
and my degree. And I was a mess. Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I wasn't an absolute mess. But I spoke with several people who ended up being advisors. And by the way, my dissertation passed all of the data criteria with the head of research in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But the emotional toll um, made me scramble. And I listened to some very smart people who said, don't let anybody get in the way of your dream. Go back to your job and do it, because that's what you want. And so that was a real turning point in my life. And that was right before I was sent to China to speak publicly to thousands of youth at a time and inspire them to find their inner greatness and put it on this earth. And then one final one was a little slower. People kept saying to me, you belong in this department over here. And I was like, what department? And they said, the entrepreneurship department. I
Okay.
said, in a business school, they
Oh,
do that? And it was more than one person. And finally, I applied for a job there. And they're like, we've been waiting for you.
well,
That was when I
great.
discovered the term social entrepreneurship, that, basically I'm a human rights advocate. And this is where I belong, in a business school, helping find sustainable solutions for today's social problems.
Great one. So I must say, this is really a turning point. And I love it. And I reciprocate the same, Jessica, with you, that whatever happens, you should not give up on your dreams. And you should not let anybody to destroy or come in the way of your dreams, because after all, it's your dream. And when we say, or generally, love yourself, go flourish in your life, people generally takes, you little kind of selfishness. But I truly says it's just about taking care of yourself, and loving yourself is the first foremost responsibility of any person, of any human being. Because if you can't love yourself, you cannot love anyone in this world. So I
You have to
must
give
say,
from a
yeah,
full cup.
yeah, definitely. So this is the aha moment, and I really love this, Jessica. So great one. Okay. And your emotional touch was really, really amazing when your daughter said, no more butterflies. Oh God, this is great one. So beautiful. Well, this is all about your incredible journey, and I'm sure people are just enjoying it. They are getting a lot of inspiration from Jessica's life journey. And I want to know, besides being a coach, a transformational coach, you're working in university, what others hobbies do you love, Jessica, in your leisure time? What would you love to do in your free time or leisure time?
Well, I'm most excited about what I did in 2022 for Suki 222 as their international advisor. I worked with some amazing teams in Sierra Leone, Bangladesh, Haiti, and Liberia.
Wow.
And we got, in each country, we got 22 water filters distributed to orphanages, even a prison, to schools, churches, hospitals. And the impact numbers just came in, and we impacted over 8,300 lives in 4 countries for the better, to have clean water. And so that's what I do in my free time. It's my passion. And the base of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, clean water, nutritious food, and safe space, that should all have been accomplished already. So until that's accomplished, I am not done my job.
Wow. This is really great one, because most of the people, what I expected, reading book, traveling, because I thought, okay, she might be saying about reading books and her hobbies would be traveling, coaching. But when you said these things, really, I must say that this passion is really a great one. This passion will admire everyone. And this passion of yours, Jessica, will motivate and transform every human being. That's what you are doing. It's really lovely to know. And I must appreciate that everybody, I will request and motivate others to go for your hobbies, because this passion is really lovely to have it, Jessica. Wow,
Thank
I
you.
must say it is a great, mind-blowing things which you have told us. Super.
It's fun talking to you,
Yeah,
Supriya.
same here. It's just like having a cup of coffee with you face to face, not virtual. Great.
Yeah, I got my coffee. There you
Yeah.
go. Oh,
Wow.
you can't see it.
Yes. And that also I can see. Great one. Well, Jessica, flowing into the journey and, and not brimming with happiness, brimming with positivity, brimming with enthusiasm, I would love to ask you, in your coming years, what is your mission? That's the most awaited question for me.
Well, my mission is that every country's leader, their top priorities should be, uh, or is for them to provide clean water, nutritious food, safe space, and quality education, along with quality roads to their people. And if there are leaders, supposed leaders of countries out there who are not even trying to do that, they're not actually leaders. And they should step aside for a real leader who is willing to provide clean water, food, safe space, roads, and education to their people. That's my mission.
And I must say, Jessica, your mission is really, really great. And I wish you all the best from my heart, from the bottom core of my heart and soul. You will get success because, in a way, you are doing everything for the society in a selfless mode. Generally, people take payments, they run up after money, but you are doing exactly the work which every human being should do, because providing food, clean water, air, uh, clean environment to the society is the first foremost genuine responsibility which you have made in your mission. And I really, really love your mission. Congratulate you for the great success and wish you all the best in your work, in your hard work, dedication which you are having. And I must say, even Lord will help you so much for your great, great mission and vision. I wish you all the best, Jessica. Great one.
You're awesome, Supriya. You have great energy.
Oh, so same here. I can sense the same energy from your side too. So that's the reason the two energies are meeting and they're creating the third energies of positivity. Great one. I'm brimming with that. Well, Jessica, 30 minutes, I never felt that it's 30 minutes over, because talking to you was really lovely and inspiring. And before I say bye-bye or adieu, I would love to know your message to my global audience, to the world, what you want to convey.
That despite any differences in religion or ethnicity or race or education, we are one humanity. And that one humanity is what needs to be lifted together. And one example would be the climate situation. We have these silos of environmentalists who speak, and then we have oil companies and the leaders that go to Davos, all not speaking to each other at all. But we all need to speak together. And it would be very easy, for example, if we all as a world collaborated as one people to get water filters in the biggest buildings in every country so that we can stop the purchase and the use of so many plastic bottles. If governments can implement filters in buildings, this is not high tech, we would all be working as one humanity to help reduce that impact. So that's what I want us for all to work as one.
Wow, this is the loveliest message, Jessica, you have given. And I wish this water flow system should be everywhere, filter, which you told. And every country, the government should take initiative, because getting water, clean water, is the right of every human being, because water is a God gifted thing, and why we should not have, why we should be unaware of those gifts. So great message to the world you have given, Jessica, and I appreciate you. Heartfelt thanks to you for sparing such a lovely time over here, giving thousands of golden nuggets of wisdom to our global audience. And you have really transformed the world in this 30 minutes of time. Hats off to your energy, hats off to your positivity. And I wish you all the best, all the success, all the positivity in your ways. Thank you so much.
It's been a joy, Supriya. Thanks,
Same
everybody.
here. And how can I forget my lovely and lively audience for always cherishing us, for always motivating us. So keep doing that. Stay happy, hale and hearty. Bye-bye.